This segment of Dishin It Up is brought to you by the Ministry of Agriculture and Marine Resources.
Hello and welcome to Dishin It Up. I am Kim Gold and today is going to be a fun day. Guess what we're making today? Today we're going to be making our very own homemade pizza and fruit kebabs. And we have a lovely array of ingredients for our fruit kebabs. We have our cantaloupe, we have pineapple, we have kiwi, nice fresh berries, all for the fruit kebabs. And for our pizza today, we're going to be doing two types of pizza. We have our thin crust pizza dough and our regular pizza crust. And of course, to make pizza, we're going to need our pizza toppings, right? So I have here pepperoni, I have our Italian sausage, and I have our herbs, which consist of our lovely bell peppers, our mushroom, our onion, we need our marinara sauce, and all of these ingredients were sponsored by Fresh Market. So the first step, what we're going to do, we're going to prepare our pizzas. So we're just going to take our fruits and just put it on the side so we can have enough room here to work on our pizzas. So let's get started on our pizzas, right? And the first step I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with our Italian sausage, but I have to remove this casing off of this sausage just like this, see? You just want to give it a nice little slit down the middle and you're going to remove this plastic casing. And what we're going to do is after we remove the casing from the Italian sausage, we're going to transfer it to our skillet so we can render it off and fully cook it before we assemble our pizzas. So what we're going to do, we're going to crank some heat here under our skillet, like so. And then we're just going to drop in our sausage. Don't worry, you may not hear it sizzling now, but as soon as the heat starts really getting through, you're going to hear it start to sizzle off. In the meantime, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my spatula here and I'm just going to start breaking it up into not too small but just bite-sized pizzas, because our pizzas are not large. They're more like a personal mini pizza, so we want them to be big enough to accommodate the size of the crust. So our Italian sausage is pretty much finished. We rendered it out. We cooked it all the way through because we're going to need this to put on top of our pizza when we start assembling it. Okay, that's pretty much ready and it smells good too. So what we're going to do is we're going to transfer that to our bowl. Perfect. So while our Italian sausage is cooling, we're going to work on our vegetables. We're going to start with our bell peppers, which is the red and green bell peppers. I'm going to make sure all of the seeds are out. And then you can pretty much chop up your veggies the way how you choose to. This is what I love about this recipe. There is no strict way on how to do it, but I prefer to cut my veggies like this, nice and thin, just like so, because I just like to see them spread on the pizza when I start to assemble my toppings. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to continue chopping up my herbs. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to start assembling our pizzas.
Fresh Market has the widest variety of gourmet cheeses and fresh produce every day.
We have more than anyone else. We are the most. We are news leaders, and credibility is the order of the day.
Why don't you come to the most? Only the Sun can cover you better than our new digital product with exclusive stories and entertaining content.
We are the most. Community TV page and radio community announcements. The most viewers and listeners in the country.
We have the most years of Bahamian history recorded. There's no archive like ours.
I came back home to bring you even more news and local programming. We're simply the most, the news at an S.
Hey everyone, it's your boy Vontae, and welcome back to another episode of The Drop. Keep going.
2 minutes to airtime. I came back home to make sure you have the most in news and entertainment. We're simply the most.
And I came back home to make sure that you have the most in information, education, entertainment, and inspiration. We're simply the most. The news at an S, where only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
Welcome back. We are in the middle of preparing our pizzas. I've already chopped up all of our herbs, which is going to be the toppings for the pizzas. Our Italian sausage has cooled down perfectly. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a quick Italian herb olive oil for our crust. So I have here our extra virgin olive oil, and we're just going to put some of this Italian herb blend in here. Give it a nice generous shake because you want it to be on your pizza crust. And I'm just going to put just a little salt just for flavoring, not too much. All right, and we're going to give that a quick stir. Absolutely just perfect. It should look like this. So when you brush it on your crust, it has like that nice, pretty, herby action going on. Excellent. All right. So our next step now, the fun part that we've been talking about. Now we're going to assemble the pizzas. So I have my baking sheet pan here. I have 2 of them because our crust, like I said, it's more like a personal size pizza. So 2 of them is going to go on each baking sheet pan. Let's start off first with our original regular pizza crust. 1 here. You see why we need 2 pans? And 1 here. And then we have our thin crust for those who prefer a more crispy crusted pizza. We're going to grab 2 of these. They are oven ready. That's what I love about these crusts. They aren't raw crusts. They're oven ready. And all you have to do is pretty much follow the instructions that's behind the crust. And you have to preheat your oven at 425 degrees to bake these crusts. We're just going to give our crust a nice generous brush. After brushing our crust, we get started with the marinara sauce. And of course, you can find all of these ingredients at Fresh Market. You don't want to use too much of the marinara sauce, just enough to coat your pizza. But you don't want to use too much of it. Okay, so we have it nicely ready with the marinara sauce. And I have some mozzarella cheese here. We're going to add on top of that. We're going to base it with our cheese. I so love doing this because it's so much fun, because everyone can pretty much create their own pizza for what they want. What they don't want, they can add their own toppings. This is fun to do with kids, you know. Something fun to look forward to on a Friday night or a Saturday night. You could add as much cheese as you want. There's no limit here when you're doing it in your own home. Perfect. Okay, so we have our cheese there, and I'm going to start with my favorite topping that I love, which is the pepperoni. So I'm going to gently just assemble them together on our pizza. Now we're going to put our sausage. By the way, this one is for me. This got everything. I love the herbs. I love pepperoni. I love Italian sausage. So this ultimate pizza is actually going to be mine. This is my favorite right here. And I'm going to put some bell pepper on top of that. If you only have green bell pepper, listen, that's quite fine. I was just trying to be fancy. But you could use whatever you have in your refrigerator. It's not that difficult. The only thing, you know, you want to make sure you buy those store-bought pizza crusts to help you out, you know, to help speed up the process. Our mushroom again. And we are completed with our ultimate pizza. And there you have it. Now what I'm going to do here, just to make it a little bit more interesting, I'm just going to sprinkle just a little gentle amount here on top, just to finish it off. I'm going to put a little on here, not too much, and a little on here. Okay, that looks good. Just want to make sure everybody didn't miss out. All right, we're ready. Last but not least, just sprinkling a little dash of our Italian blend on top, just to give it a nice pretty look. There we go. Not too much. Perfect. Now we're ready to bake. We're going to transfer this to our preheated oven. It's preheated to 425 degrees and it bakes for around roughly 7 to 9 minutes. So while our pizza's in the oven, we're going to take a quick break, and in the meantime, I'm going to get started on those fruits for our fruit kebabs.
We seem to remember our athletes when they make us proud at the finish line. Throw a Junkanoo parade when they return home, toss them a few dollars, and then forget about them until the next Members time. Of the prestigious Fourth Estate should never sell themselves to any politician. Instead, keep their hands and noses clean in order to publish or broadcast the unadulterated truth. Well, that's how I see it anyway.
Read as I see it, exclusively at ZNNSBahamas.com. New articles premiere on Mondays at 9 a.m.
This segment of Dishin' It Up is brought to you by Shop Smart.
Welcome back, welcome back. We are in the middle of preparing our fruit kebabs, and what I have here is I'm dicing up my cantaloupes from my kebab sticks. It's gonna have different fruits like I showed you earlier. Our melon, our pineapple, our berries, our kiwi, but I actually smell my pizzas, so let's go and check on that to see if they're ready. I smell them. Ah, they look good. Ooh. We have our thin crust pizza. There we go. And we have our regular crust pizza. Look how nice that looks. So we're just gonna rest it here on our stove just to cool down just a bit while we continue to work on our fruits for our fruit kebabs. So I've already diced and sliced all of my fruits, and you can chop your fruits pretty much however you want to, but as you can see, I've already started assembling my fruit kebabs because my pizza is already finished. So I just want to show you really quickly on how you can do this yourself. You want to make sure that each fruit that you cut, especially with the pineapple, that it has a flat edge like this, because you want to comfortably be able to push it on your kebab stick with no issue, and you don't want it to fall off. And then I'm going to, let's play with our colors. I have yellow here. Let's go with a blueberry. And you could do this however you want to. If you just want a berry kebab with absolutely no other fruit, that's up to you too. Okay, and then I'm gonna put a kiwi here. This is such a fun activity for parents to do with their children. And this will encourage children to eat more healthier too. When you do things that are fun with them, they're gonna be more willing to eat healthier if you do fun things just like this. Ooh, this is starting to look good. And then I'm gonna add another pineapple. And then I'm gonna add a strawberry. Okay. And see? Ta-da! Isn't she lovely? Just like that. And it's you could coordinate it however you want. As you can see, they're all different, all unique and different. So I am going to continue to assemble my fruit kebabs. A special thank you again to Shop Smart for this lovely Pyrex selection here. You see how just cute they look, different sizes, you know, for your fruit kebabs. So I have pineapple, I have my kiwi. We'll be right back. I'm gonna finish assemble these, and when we come back, we're gonna put it all together.
A new year brings a new lineup. ZNS is bringing you what you want to watch, so don't blink. What's Trending Lifestyles in the Afternoon starts out the daily programming at 4 p.m. This is followed by Unleashed at 5 p.m., a show that dives headfirst into all topics ranging from headline grabbers to current events. At 6 p.m., Grand Bahama's The Bounce Back graces the airwaves, a review of Grand Bahama's recovery. 6:30 p.m. brings the news from Grand Bahama, and 7 p.m. brings The Big Show, the new Bahamas Tonight, followed by a continuation of news with the Bahamas Tonight Access Now at 7:30 p.m. News with a new twist. Surprise, surprise! At 8 p.m., The Rundown, nightly news analysis for all of the big stories of the day. And wrapping things up at 11 p.m. is the Bahamas Tonight, bringing you fresh news. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better than ZNS.
And welcome back, guys. We have finally reached the end, where we are now to our favorite part, the taste test. And remember, I had specifically made a pizza for myself, the ultimate. This one has the pepperoni. This has, I'm using my pizza cutter here to cut it up. This has the pepperoni, Italian sausage, all of the herbs, which is our onions, bell peppers, mushrooms, and we're just going to use our pizza cutter here. Now this is the thin crust, so you know this is more on the crispy side, right? And that's exactly how I want it. And thank you, Sharp Smart, for my beautiful pizza cutter here. Okay, so I'm just gonna assemble this on my plate, just like so. See, look how beautiful that looks, look at that. And of course, I have to accommodate myself with a lovely fruit kebab. What I love about doing this is that there is no exact order how to put your fruits on your kebab sticks. You could do whatever you want. You could fill up your kebab sticks with just a pineapple and call it a pineapple kebab, okay? That's your business, and you're free to do whatever you want. Now, I just want to put a little razzle dazzle on it. Okay. Fresh Market has blessed me with a little bit of this Hershey's Special Dark chocolate drizzle that I'm just going to lightly drizzle on top of my fruits. Just like that. And this is optional. You don't have to. I like it. You don't have to. And if you want to, you can also put aside whipped cream for you to dip your fruit kebabs in. That's also an option as well. So, taste test. This is the ultimate pizza. Pepperoni, Italian sausage, onion, banana pepper, and all the bell peppers. Very, very good. Very, very good. Very delicious. What I like about the crust is, although it's very crispy around the edges, it's really soft right here in the middle too. So it has like a crunch and a soft at the same time. I had an amazing time with you guys today preparing homemade pizzas and our fruit kebabs. But of course, I want to give a special thank you once again to Fresh Market for providing all of these lovely ingredients, the fruits, the pizza toppings, everything. And of course, I also want to give a special thank you to Shop Smart for providing our cookware and our utensils. And I'll see you next time on Dishin It Up.